Hello everyone, welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Now channel. As always, this time I have appeared with the mysterious soap opera. So don't delay, like and subscribe now and stay tuned. Hope declines Thomas' third proposal and Finn disregards Lee's warning. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, still wasn't ready to marry Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. So he said he was expecting that. According to the Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, spoilers recap for Monday, July 8. In point of fact, that is the reason Thomas asked her out a third time. Thomas brought up that trust could always be unable to win him, so he needed to continue on with Paris Buckingham. Precious Stone White. Thomas confirmed that he was attempting to make a point after Hope realized that he was not intending his most recent marriage proposal. Thomas insisted that he was fine now that he had found love with Paris, and that his heart was complete. Despite the fact that Hope's previous rejections had broken his heart, Thomas predicted that Hope would also find love and happiness when he took Hope's hand and declared that he had. On Monday's B&B episode, Paris then dashed off to find Thomas after wrapping up her conversation with Rich Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Despite the fact that Brooke believed Thomas' relationship with Paris was a bounce back, Ange accepted it was genuine and said perhaps trust ought to trust it as well. Hope was fine and should find another man. Rich said, despite Brooke's doubts that Thomas was over Hope. She went back to Thomas with Paris and complained about Hope's victimization. Thomas was somewhat more thoughtful, yet he encouraged Paris not to stress over trust since she'd find another person to spread the remainder of her existence with. John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, was wrapping things up in his office when Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, found him at the hospital. She told him to get home to his family and make them a priority. Lee's warning about Shyla Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, resulted from Finn's assurance that Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Missins-Wood, and the children actually came first. Despite the fact that Finn swore that he was finished with his introduction to the world mother, Lee said Shyla would destroy his marriage if he don't watch out. Lee also expressed concern regarding Hope's influence on Finn, so she advised him to avoid Hope as well and emphasized that he should return to Steffi. However, Finn quickly ignored that warning. Hope was upset, so Finn pushed her to open up when he went to Forrester Creations to pick up a bag Steffi had left behind. Hope didn't want to give Finn all of her problems, but he told her that's why friends were there. Finn acknowledged that Steffi had informed him of the significant news when Hope mentioned Thomas' engagement to Paris. Although she didn't want anyone to be hurt, particularly Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samiri, Hope pointed out that Thomas could act impulsively and make decisions without considering the repercussions. Hope acknowledged that she believed Thomas was fleeing from his feelings for her after she stated that she did not comprehend the rush. In the end, Finn held Hope's hand and insisted that Thomas was never good enough for Hope. After Finn said some fortunate man would go along and win her love, that carried a grin to Trust's face. According to the spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Finn's bond is only going to get stronger from here on out. So don't miss out on birth mother is accused of 2 crimes. Finn fights to prove Shyla's innocence. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, John Finn Finnegan, played by Tanner Novlin, recently told Lee Finnegan, played by Naomi Matsuda, that he was done with Shyla Sharp, played by Kimberlyn Brown, and insisted that his birth mother finally understood that. Shyla will undoubtedly never truly give up having Finn in her life. To imagine in any case is simply living in fantasy land on Finn's part. Shyla, on the other hand, will not make significant progress with Finn if she pushes too hard. Instead, Finn might find a new reason to connect with Shyla in some difficult new circumstances that the show introduces. It hasn't been very long since Finn completely changed his mind and became more accepting of his biological mother. When Finn helped find Shyla in that distribution center, he had extraordinary compassion toward what she'd experienced. Finn also started calling Shyla a hero for stopping Sugar, also known as Janet Weber, from harming Steffi Forrester and the kids, played by Jacqueline Bassins Wood. Shyla might land him in a jam that he just can't ignore soon, but Finn has changed his tune now that he knows his marriage is in danger. Once additional laboratory results are made public, Tom Starr's Clyde Howard overdose will eventually trigger a police investigation. It also appears that Shyla will locate Paul Hollister, based on BNB's preview video for the week of July 8 to 12. Chambers passed away behind bars. If the real criminal sees Shyla as an easy scapegoat and frames her with fake evidence, there is a good chance that she will become the main suspect in both crimes. That could make Finn one of the few people who actually thinks Shyla is innocent. This could easily result in significant confrontations with Steffi, who might argue that Finn is ignoring what is right in front of him and that Shyla is to blame. Lee is of the opinion that Finn and Steffi's marriage will suffer if he does not distance himself from Shyla. However, Finn may in the end have the impression that he has no choice but to fight for Shyla and attempt to demonstrate that she is an innocent woman, at least this time. According to the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, some shocking Shyla news is still to come. As a result, we will provide you with updates on any upcoming catastrophes and predictions regarding the tight spots that lie ahead.